What's up, guys? This is the long anticipated, actually, 2 nights anticipated, after I posted on Twitter and Facebook of our epic Rocket League comeback possible win. Um, so, kind of a little backstory with it. We have been playing for like 3 or 4 hours. Um, we started off the night really well, and then we went into like a 3 or 4 game losing streak, and I wasn't playing well. So one of the kids that we play with, his name's actually Kid Freak. He's actually a really good player. What he tells me he does is when he gets frustrated, he has a secondary account that he'll use to practice techniques English. Um, so that's what I basically tried to do. I created an account. It's kind of a sarcastic account called Cronovi number one fan or Cronovi one fan. Um, this is literally the first game I played with this account. So the camera settings that I have set for Irish Murph 3 are completely different than the default settings that you start with when you play the game, when you initially play the game. Um, so for the first like 4 minutes of the match, I tried to tough it out. Again, I created this profile to play lesser competition because when you create a new account, your rank doesn't carry with you from your main account. So it was like I was a brand new player. I was a rookie. Had no rank in doubles. We're playing doubles in this match. Um, so it's a way for us to play kind of lesser competition. Even though Chris's rank is still high, the matchmaking we still get okay competition. It wasn't like they were really good like we usually play, but um, they were like elite, star elite, that the middle of the road players. But you'll see in this match all of the all of the easy mistakes that we make, all the crucial mistakes that we make, and I blame partly because of my camera settings I'm not used to. I'm gonna do my best to commentate the game. I'm gonna start it from the very beginning and play it to the very end, um, and go over some talking points of where I messed up and what I should have done better. So without further ado, I'm gonna play the game. It's in auto cam, so I don't have to fuck around with it. But yeah. So I start off the match by losing the face-off. We actually don't start off terrible. Just a little bit unlucky. Like right here, again, I'm gonna attribute it to the bad camera angles. But Chris, who's fingers 19, he set me up pretty good there. I just wasn't in a good position to finish it there. And then we get a little unlucky there. So we start off the game 20 seconds in with a little bit of an unlucky goal because instead of hitting the ball, I blew him up, and then which in turn gave him an easy goal. Again, we lose the face-off there. It's almost identical to the original face-off. So a little whiffs there. I whiff there. And then I think this creates... Nope, so they kind of fucked that up there too. So, again, not hitting the ball solid at all. And like I said, I'm blaming it on the camera angles. So I do an okay pass there. Chris was a little too far up. Again, probably expecting me to fuck it up because, I mean, the last two hits I made were not solid. That was the first solid ball I hit. So, no excuses. So again, whiff, and then I think I drive around the ball like 2 or 3 times here. They whiff too, and so I think I go for the boost here, and it's just ugly. This is ugly play right here. Chris cleans it up a little bit, but again, kind of hits a little bit too hard. I make a little bit of a defensive play here, but I think they score again. And you can see, like, so the most frustrating part about it is Chris actually makes a pretty good deflection there. And then I go for boost instead of hitting the ball. But what I was gonna say is the most frustrating part about it is we probably should have killed these kids. Not trying to sound arrogant, but they did make a lot of mistakes that we usually capitalize on when we're playing against better competition. Chris hits it right to the middle of the field, kind of sets them up pretty good. They get a little lucky with a little backflip, kind of stalemated me there. So 2 minutes in, they're up 2-0. So we're still in it. Again, I'm still trying to tough it out with the camera settings. And then again, another little bit of an unlucky hit there. So I didn't keep following through the ball on the face-off. So I cleared a little bit, wall hit it, and then I missed this boost, so I really can't follow up that with another hit and shot on the goal. Which is actually one of my favorite things to do, is kind of like time it right off the wall. Chris with a miss with a miss there, and then they post it, and then a little unlucky there because I thought Chris had the ball, and it just goes right over my head, and then easy goal number 3 for them. We haven't really made them work that hard for their 3 goals, so that again, it's frustrating. After already having a frustrating like last hour or so playing Rocket League. So again, missed off the wall. They're set up pretty good, and then I clear it okay. And then I make a pretty good setup here. Chris just was a little too far back. No fault of his own. I think he was still playing defense. Let me see here. So again, another error that they make is not hitting the ball, not squarely hitting the ball. And then, again, blaming that on the camera angle. I would usually score that ball. And then, again, I think here, too, I would have scored this as well. Just hit it like a fucking bitch. And then, do they score here? I'm not sure if they score. We're about to find out. Nope, they just missed this. So he almost makes a pretty good aerial play, but he uses a boost for some reason and goes right below the ball. But here, Chris kind of centers it for them, and then guy's able to follow up with a good second hit. Oh, Fingers is on right now. He's gonna try to request me to play a game, so you'll see that during the video as well. So 4-0, a minute and a half left, and this is where I start. You'll see right there. I'm not moving. Looks like I'm AFK. And then Chris does a very good job of holding them off 2v1 at this point. Gets a little lucky with a couple post shots, but he does a good job not allowing a goal right here. So I think right about here, I come back. There we go. So now I'm back with he's just gonna keep sending me party invites. So I know being down 4-0, I'm really not expecting to win. At this point, I'm just trying to practice dribbling and getting it around them. But I think right here when we score, I'm like, okay, let's try to make it a game. Let's do something. Chris makes an excellent shot there. 4-1, 42 seconds left. Still, don't really think it's enough time to score 3 goals in a minute. In less than a minute, I should say. Make a shot on goal there. They hit it right back to me. I put another one right in front of the net, hoping that Chris can capitalize on it. And then we get a little greedy because I didn't start going back as soon as I hit that ball. 5-1, 30 seconds left. This is the screenshot that I posted. So I'm gonna try to fake him out. He does a little bit. He makes a good play deflecting the ball. Chris makes an excellent shot, not overshooting it. Perfect placement. 5-2, 22 seconds left. This is the exciting part here, folks. Chris is an excellent face-off person. Again, bam. Set up perfectly by him. 5-3. And at this point, I tell Chris, if we score here, we're winning the game. Even though we'd still be down 1, I just had confidence that if we scored here, we're winning the game. Sure as shit, fucking boom. 5-4, 14 seconds left. Now, I didn't say, but at about a minute, they started talking shit, saying that they said like a sarcastic comment about Kronovi. I make a pretty good hit here off the wall. Make a bad hit. I'm coming out of the goal. Hit it with my back foot. In the net, tie game. Get fucked. But what I was going to say is they started talking garbage. They were a little quiet at the end of this game. At the end of regulation, I should say. So, bam. Chris goes up for the win. He just missed. So, we're going to overtime. Tied 5-5. This, Chris right off the face-off. Again, wins the face-off. Oh, no, that's me who wins the face-off. Then I get a deflection. And then he errantly hits it against the wall here. And Chris takes it away from him. Then I asked Chris to hit it back to me. We've got pretty good communication skills when it comes to this. And then I work on my dribbling. 1, 2, get fucked. Game over. Oh my god. Oh my god. 5 goals in less than a minute. So that's it. If you're feeling down today, hopefully this video made you feel a little bit better. If you like the video, thumbs up. Um, appreciate any comments, any feedback. But yeah, that was the outcome, and it was probably one of my favorite games I played. One of the more fun games I played. Needless to say, they, without even responding, left the game. And I was talking all a bunch of shit, but I like to talk shit. Um, Again, thanks for watching the video, guys. Yeah, thank you. Bye.